we would like to invite the media to ask your questions. There will be a mic set up right over there for you to ask your questions. May we request our members from the media to please state your name first and publication or the media affiliation before you ask your question, so our VIPs at the presidential table can address you properly.
Let's hear a few words from our president and CEO. May question agad, may question agad.
Nangyari.
Okay. Let's shoot question agad. Mr. Rocky, you have
Hello. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming in our press con. In advance, thank you for the support. Okay, ma'am, what's your question, po?
Hi, my name is Luana Desiderio from Philippine Star. I'd like to hear about how the Affi performed last year in terms of sales, and then for this year, what is your outlook since you're having an event? What are the prospects and growth outlook in terms of sales for this year? What will be the drivers? Thank you.
Okay. Tama, we have prepared a assignment last night. I think I predicted that you would ask that question today. In terms of industry annual sales, I think the whole members has generated a 61 billion gross sales last year. Okay, based on sales, so this is gross sales of each members. We have a total member of 312 companies or franchisors. So this is a collection, no? It's a collection from our members. So that's it.
What is the outlook for this year? You achieved that last year. By how much do you expect that to grow?
For this year? Well, I'm hoping that the January challenges will stop on February, because the decline of the food traffic in the mall is now affecting us because of the coronavirus. If I'm going to make a wish, for this year's increase of annual sales of our members, sana 25%, no? Chairman, 25. Or status quo. It depends eh. Ano pa bang issue? We're hoping that the issue will die down. Kasi Taal is also a big issue with us, with the ashfall. Nobody wanted to go to the malls. So the foot traffic went down. Then again, with the coronavirus issue, again, it might take longer.
For the event itself, we're really seeing a lot of younger, empowered, and inspiring entrepreneurs, Filipino entrepreneurs going inside. So at this expo, we have new partnerships with JCI, with new sponsors, especially with Union Bank, which is one of the top digital banks now. What we're seeing now, we have a lot of new concepts going in. Before, it's just franchise, but now it's much more. You could now have we have other exhibitors there that you can create your own brand. So this is a new climate when it comes to the business. And for the Franchise Expo, we're not just for the franchise, but in business in general.
Right.
The prediction of 25% is an offshoot of our membership drive in 2019, of which we have associate members who will be first-timers in the expo, and some of them will launch their franchise in the expo. Some who are not yet franchising but are already associate members will be able to incubate their businesses within the year with Affi. So as far as the full picture for Affi is concerned, we hope that this first quarter will have a halt in terms of the disturbances in economics and move our members towards growth from Q2 to Q4. So we're looking forward for this expo to be a jump start for all of us this year. Thank you.
All right, then may we hear another question from our media friends? Any other questions from the floor?
Hi, good morning. My name is George from Manila Today. I'd just like to ask, sir, regarding do you also have some innovative na pasabog for 2020? Like, kasi since there's also a big trend changing right now and also technology, meron ba kayong mga presentation for that for the franchise industry?
Yung pasabog namin for 2020 is our program. The Affi has a program. We're offering and helping the small SME to level up their business by teaching them how to franchise. So with the partnership with DTI, we crafted a 3-day bootcamp for free. So we all know that franchising is a most powerful tool to really create a big business or an empire or a chain. Of course, to give you example, in 1992, when I was still one of the owners of Potato Corner, we only have 36,000 pesos each for capital. But with franchising, we were able to expand the business using other people's money. So ito po yung pasabog siguro na pwede namin ipagmalaki sa asosasyon namin because last year it was we did a prototype run, okay, sa Calabarzon at saka sa NCR, Metro Manila. May mga alaga na po kami na small entrepreneurs that go into franchising. The reason po unique at saka yung innovative sa amin to dahil mahal po ang kumuha ng consultant for franchising. So kami po, the members are giving this for free. Our wisdom, okay, our experience, and also we are practitioners.
Sir, ano po yun? Do they apply for that program or do you handpick people to?
Okay, they can apply through the regional offices of DTI. So, si DTI po will take care of screening and all those things, yung screening at saka yung pag-select po.
And with regards to the recent technologies, etc., more than ever, it's very competitive ngayon sa business environment. That we have a lot of technologies. And there's a lot of trend that data-driven when it comes to inciting and operating your businesses. And all of these are included in our lectures and how we can implement these technologies. Because sometimes maraming bibenta ng technologies there, and there's a problem is how do you actually apply that to your business? So when it comes to our franchise education, we use recent tools na rin. How do you do it? And especially sa mga millennials, gusto na mga take na sila. Like yung mga post na, or yung mga mas may analytics na, and so on.
For this expo, we're adding another industry association partner to help us with the mentoring. In the past 2 to 3 years, we've been partnering with the Go Negosyo movement for mentoring participants in the expo. This year, Philippine Marketing Association will join us for mentoring on the marketing side of business. So, and we also have legal luminaries led by our legal counsel. So, we want the participants to have a very good takeaway when they go to the expo. It's not only looking for brands, but it's also learning the different components of business. So you have the branch, you have the franchise infrastructure, you have the marketing, you have the legal. There's the different suppliers there. I want to preempt of aggregation of suppliers that would-be franchisors or would-be franchisees would be able to get resources from. So that's something new to look forward to in the coming years.
Also, another question. Since there's also a lot of franchisees na galing sa mga probinsya, they also have, was there a clamor na parang to bring this expo to different parts, regions of the Philippines?
Yep, meron po. Actually, napansin po namin in the past that every time there's a franchise show, okay, people from the other provinces, they really save money and take time to really attend the show. Talagang sinasadya nila, they schedule this. Okay, so, well, the February show is very timely because this is the month where people think, how do I improve my life for this year? Where do I get, how do I increase my revenue? So franchising is also an answer. So maganda rin yung timing namin. February kasi kami, so this is it. It's an answer to the question of other people, especially people from the provinces. Kasi there's progress already there, may mga nagpubukas na mall, and the mall developers, normally they look for local tenants. So yung local tenants, naghahanap ng franchise sa Manila. So they go in.
President George mentioned earlier regarding the Happy Boot Camp that we piloted with DTI, and we're happy to inform you that DTI has already adopted this to be a major program for SMEs. And with that approval of DTI, we are really going for 2020 to the regions, and it's like a small pocket of expo with learning and development going towards our brothers and sisters in the regions.
Okay, any other questions from the floor?
Sir, earlier Manila Bulletin. May I know if the 61 billion pesos sales last year, is this an increase from the 2018? And secondly, what are the new trends in franchise concepts for this year? Because we all know that lagi naman food, di ba? But there could be some new trends for 2020 or in the upcoming years.
Based on the report that we got, if we're going to compare the increase, I think the increase from 2018 is 10%. 10%. That's the increase. New trends. New trends for the show. I think it's still food. It's still food. Food, to be honest, it's still food. We'll have new concepts in line, but we'll surprise the market kung ano yun. Ano ba?
Well, new trends is more like the general need for the industry. The Filipinos are generally a food consuming, no? Yun yung one of our top expenses, and it's really market driven, no? What we're seeing is not just limited to food. There's a lot of non-food. We will see yung mga gasoline stations, yung mga